Good morning. This is the Morning Motivation. My name is Thomas Warden, and this is the entrepreneurs from across the world that are bringing their energy and their love to you today to bring an inspiration and a desire into your heart to give betterness to you. All right? You get up every morning, and we've been here for a few minutes already chatting, and some of those on the live feed have already heard this, but yet we're getting up every day and giving that gratitude to ourselves. Gratitude and love to ourselves on a day-to-day basis, and we're going to rock this out for 365 days a year to make sure that you understand that we don't have to wait till November and December to give love and hope and gratitude for the things that we have in life. We wake up and we don't take it that we are up on the top side, that I can see today, I have ears today, I can breathe today, and now that I'm getting that oxygen within these lungs, and now it's filling me up. And he has given the message to me today to be able to bring out to the table so everybody knows that you have a passion, you have an energy, you have a desire, go for it. You have something that you want to do within your life, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. So no one is going to stop you but you. You're the only one that's hampering you within life on any direction that you want to go with things that you want to do within your life. You know, if it hasn't gone the exact way that you thought it should have gone, then sometimes you might need to drop to the knees and say, Lord, I need a little assistance. I'm not able to take care of this on my own, so give me a little guidance to bring me in the right direction, to bring my life in the places where I need to be that's going to do your work and your will to bring everybody into a complete harmony within this life, and that's all you've asked for us. Since this earth has been born, that's all you've asked is for everyone to have love and harmony. But yet there's so much hate and negativity out there within this world, and it's a darkness that wants to take over all the time. And that's their mission and their plan. There's a dark side and there's a light side. Guess what? I'm my light power. I'm a light source that brings energy every day to everything that I do and to everyone that I touch and affect. Why? Because I have an energy that overflows with love and abundance, because I know my cupboards are never bare, and I know that I am always full in love. No matter where I go or who I talk to, I am never alone. They are always with me. And then I have many people around the world that is always with me. My guardian angels are always with me. I have been protected in many places and been shot at. Bullets missed me by that much in front of my head. If I wouldn't listen to my father's words, that's the only things that I am thankful for that I listened to him, is when I was in a third world country, he said, if you hear a whistling, stop, because that whistle is going to be close enough, because that's the bullet coming. Guess what? I stepped out of my office and I took 3 steps, heard a whistle, stop. An arm length in front of me was the bullet. Hit the wall, bing, boom, boom, landed on the ground. I picked it up, a 50 cal. I dropped to the ground, crawled back inside my office.
Wow.
Yes. So I've been in places, been in locations, and I've been in areas that I hope we or anybody in here never has to go to, or any of our kids never have to see. I am thankful every day for the places that I have been and the people that I have met, because they have shifted and shaped me. You know, to be able to sit next to, some generals over there and be able to talk to them one-on-one like we're talking right now, because they said, why do you talk to us like a human being and not like we're a general? Because I said, you're a human. You put your pants on the same way I do. I don't care what you label yourself as. All it is a career level path that you have went on that has been labeled by mankind. And you have risen the ladder because you are here for success and leadership, just like every one of you are. You are all here for leadership. You are all here for a creativity side within you. You're all here within a talent within you. Now, are you going to let it sit there within you, or are you going to let it shine? I didn't let the darkness overtake me. I walked into that darkness, and then I walked back out. When the gun didn't fire, and I'm still here today to be able to speak my message, to be able to give out to the world when it tried to take me. But it didn't, because I overcome. And now I'm able to hear, to walk and talk and be able to speak the message. And now knowing once that happened, and then 7 years later, being able to put in front of a product and a service that's been around for 45 years that is shifting lives and shifting energies from the inside out and getting people healthy from the inside out, and being able to get a focus and a clear mindset back into our bodies, knowing that we can get rid of the bottled waters and we can get rid of the colas and get our body back into alignment, because the acidities are not good for our bodies. Why do we have so much diabetes around this world right now? Why do we have so much high blood pressure and anxiety and depression and sickness and flus? Why? Because the stress levels that has been put on by jobby jobs or having that job are not keeping up with the Joneses. Guess what? You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You need to keep up with you and what you want to do and where your desires are going within this life. Whew. It's a good day to have a good day. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Yeah, we have some more energies, and I need a little bit more. So anybody in here that's got something they want to bring out this morning? Go ahead, Marilyn.
Oh, are you unmuted? Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am so blessed to be joining with this motivational family. It's so uplifting. And it's starting to rub off on my husband. Today, I get a phone call from him. Guess what he's doing? He's introducing the water to his guys at his shop. And he took brochures last night. He took the flip chart of mine to work today. He took my business cards with him. He is shining, and he's already got one prospect and one on the way that is getting involved in wanting to know about the water. So I gave him some YouTube, Dr. Michael O. I had him look up Corrine, Dr. Corrine Allen. I gave him a whole bunch of lists of things to do. And I'm like, look at this. He was skeptic of this. He was not into it at all when I first got into this back in the summer. And then fall comes, I'm begging because I need this water. I feel I need this water. I need this water. And then I prayed about it. I gave it to God. Woke up the next morning. I said, honey, please, please. And then he gave in. He gave in. And now look, he's drinking the water. He's sharing the water. He's sharing the knowledge of it. And I'm like, come on, look at him. He's being an entrepreneur with me. So look at this. Don't ever give up. Don't think that everybody is going to be a skeptic. Because I didn't think he was going to give in. And then look, he sees that it's improved my health. And I'm sharing it with everybody else. Now I got my first sale. We got her all installed. And now she's looking to put another one in her home, not just her business. So see, look at this, guys. We are going to change the world. 1 ounce, 1 cup, 1 gallon at a time. We're going to change everyone's lives around to the better.
For everyone who wants that, because there's some people, they like their beer, they like their colas, they like that stuff. Guess what? Those are the ones that we won't be able to change, and that's okay, because not everybody is going to understand everything that we do on a day-to-day basis. Not everybody understands this positive message that we give out here on a day-to-day basis. Not everybody understands the path and the journey that we're going through within our life to shift what we're doing in our thought processes. A lot of people are happy with being in that grumpy state. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to say the B state. Yeah, that too. So, some people dwell on that. Some people dwell on negativity. Some people will live their entire lives with drama because they live for that. I live for positive. I live for energy. I live for uplifting. I live for love. I live for everybody to get inspired to do something more with your life than just living a Groundhog Day, day to day. I want everybody to inspire to have something more within your life than just going to work and coming home. Going to work and coming home. Being an existence on this earth. Don't come just exist. You have a physical body that has talents within inside. You may be a good writer and then wants to write a book and you never even knew it because you never slowed down long enough to think about what you truly want to do within life. Or you may have had a lot of dreams that you've never even taken a next step towards because you think, oh, that's too far out of my reach. Oh, I couldn't accomplish that. I don't have the monetary funds to even look towards that. Guess what? You do. You have a bank account that is overflowed waiting for you to just say, hey, go ahead and bring me that because I want this to happen. Once you give a better direction, a better focus, then guess what? The bank account will just come. I promise you, he'll bring everything that you need to be able to go in the direction that you want when you truly start focusing on what you want to do. But if you're willy-nilly and say, I want more money in my bank account, yeah, you can put a penny in there. You got more money, didn't you? You didn't get descriptive. I want to have a bigger home. Cool. What size home? You want a 100 square foot home or you want a 100,000 square foot home? Oh, I want a new car. Cool. What kind of car? Let's get descriptive with this, guys, with everything that you want. I want a business. Then what are you going to do to get it out there and promote it? What are you going to do to talk about it? Marilyn has done everything that, many others have already done. And so a lot of people in here, they're making T-shirts. I got a T-shirt. I got my logo on the back. I got my business cards. We got flyers. You got brochures. What are you doing to promote? Billboards are all over the highway. That's an advertisement. So what are you doing to promote you, your brand? What are you doing to shift your life to get you into a new direction? What habits are you changing that's not working? You know, if you started at something and all right, been working on this for four to 6 months and it's not working, okay, then what do you need to shift just a little bit to start getting something done different? You know, not getting enough clients. Well, are you out there talking to enough people? Are you out there, you know, online? Are you out there in social media, wherever? You know, are you out there putting your name out, your brand out, you getting your information to where they can see your face and your words and understand what's going on? Same thing with a billboard, a newspaper, a magazine. You know, if your name and or brand is not in there somewhere, then how are they going to know what the hell you're doing? They're not going to come knocking on your door. See that right there? The ripple movement is coming even bigger. There's going to be billboards. I'm going to have them up. I see it. I want stores all over the locations. I got the different ideas and things in my head that everybody thought I was just crazy, and it's outreached. Yes, right now it's outreached for some, but not to me. I already see it. I've already designed the location in my head. I already see the driveway. I see the trees, the fence, the building when I drive up, the parking lot, the buildings that are where people are going to be able to stay throughout. I see the activity in the event centers. I see the gardens. I see everything that's done within on that location, that 250 to 500 acres. So I got my design. What are you designing for you? Where do you see yourself? Jim Rowan or Earl Schilf, he ran it in 6 years. What have you been doing for the last 6 years that has not worked for you to get you where you're getting residual income, more money, higher in your career status, or better happiness within your life? You know, because there's all those things that you need to work on, right? Because it's a balance between all of those to have a happy life. Your financial incomes, once you get it to a status and you got residual incomes coming in, when you're going to sleep, you have no stress, no anxiety, no depressions. And then guess what? Then you're going to start doing a little bit more working out because you got a little bit more time on your hands as an entrepreneur. Then why not do a little bit more exercise? You know, do some. I'm not saying you got to be the gym man every day and just have the 500 pounds pumping. See Marilyn, she's on an exercise ball in the middle of her living room, moving arms, moving exercise, doing something. So physical movement within your life, within your body, don't just sit still. And then once you get into the online world or you're an office person or a cubicle person, just remember, you need to get up every once in a while. Sitting in this state every once in a while, you need to get up, move around. So once you start working on all that stuff to get your physical, your mental, your spiritual, all that in balance, then you don't have the distress, the depression, and anxieties anymore. You know, the only anxieties I have right now is large crowds. And that has nothing to do with anything except the third world country. But, you know, love and appreciate everything that they do and that they're here walking this earth just as well and doing their things of what they need to do. You know, they have their battles that they're fighting on a day-to-day basis. And I am grateful and thankful that I live in America, the one state that you can come to. And then yet all you have to do is hustle. And then you can have everything you truly desire. You can come over here with truly nothing, $5 in your pockets, and go work for somebody with a lawnmower. Before you know it, you can buy your own damn lawnmower, and then you can have a whole lawnmower chain across the world if you want it. All because you gave it a little bit of focus and hustle, you know? So it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, as long as you're giving it respect, passion, and you're happy to do it on a day-to-day basis. Because if you're happy to do it, then everything else is going to flow. I am happy to talk to people every day to show them how I shifted my life. I am happy every day to come in here and do this Zoom meeting because it gets my day kick-started. It gets me amped up and ready to do what I need to do for this day. And knowing that the people that I'm going to be able to talk to today, and then this afternoon over there with Mr. Sam and them, and then tomorrow we're hosting a health and wellness event here in Beaumont, Texas, at one of the local churches. We have some nutritionists coming in. We have our water station set up. And then we have a guest speaker that wrote a book about the inside health. So we're going to be able to get the message out to more people. Is that not bringing more energy into my life? Yeah, it is. Why? Because the more people we can touch and more people that we can affect, then the better life is.
All right, and on our coughing note, I'm gonna go ahead and take the mic from this brother for a second, and let him get some water down there, some good healthy water. Good morning, everybody, man. What I wanted to talk to you guys about it, and a lot of times you already know I always come in question form, you know, because it's not about the words that I'm telling you, but it's about the things that you're telling yourself every single morning. So my question to you is this morning, what are you telling yourself? You know, what are the conversations that are taking place within your mind, within your head on a daily basis? Do you tell yourself that you can do something, or do you tell yourself that you can't? You know, something that I've been learning, you know, and me being on this journey ever since, you know, deciding that I wanted more, you know, out of my life, more out of my future, more, you know, I started to invest within myself. I started to begin to have some really great conversations with myself. They're not always easy conversations, but in the majority of the time, they're really, really difficult, you know. And so what are you telling yourself about your finances? What are you telling yourself about, you know, your marriage, your relationship, about you parenting? You know, what are you telling yourself about business? What are you telling yourself about each and every area of your life? You know, when you go and you're, you know, faced with obstacles, you're faced with trials, you're faced with different, you know, a multiplicity of different things. What are the conversations that are taking place in your mind? Do you tell yourself that you can do something? You know, because I've had to learn to put this into practice. You know, I've had to learn to tell myself that I can do something and kind of switch my thinking, alter my thinking from the way that I used to think in the past, you know, and me telling myself that I couldn't do this. Hey, you know, you starting an online business, Julio, that's impossible. You can't do that. You know, well, hey, that's a lie. That's how I look at that. It was a lie that I told myself for a long time. Look where I'm at right now. You know, I'm able to do something that I never saw myself doing. Why? Because I had tough conversations. I began to tell myself the right things. You know, from the moment that we're children, you know, our limitations are built up based off of other people's, you know, limitations. If your father or your mother felt as if they were only going to be X, Y, and Z, then they probably push that mentality. They probably push that thinking upon you to say, hey, you only can do this, this, and this, you know. But I'm here to tell you this morning, you know, that thinking, that mentality is wrong. That's a lie. That's a lie. You're more than capable of doing anything you actually put your mind to. Exactly what Thomas was talking about this morning. You know, that's why he got me fired up. That's why I was smiling and laughing earlier, you know, because I felt like, you know, him just introducing that aspect was like him revving up a car. Like, all right, I'm ready to burn some rubber on this. You know, what are you telling yourself every single day? And even it's from the smallest of things. So don't downplay it. And what I mean by that is like, I live in an overpopulated neighborhood, right? So parking is always scarce. So my fiance got home last night. And she's like, oh, I don't know what you're going to do about parking because parking is really scarce. And I go, I'm not worried about it. She goes, oh, well, you're probably going to have to park a couple blocks away. And I go, nah. As soon as I hung up the phone, I go, you know what? Thank you, Lord. Thank you that I already got parking. So she texts me like, oh, there's no parking. You know, you're going to have to be looking for a while. I pulled up to the block and I said, thank you in advance that the parking was already available. It was like 4 or 5 spots right in front of the house. I started laughing. So I walked in the house and she goes, well, where did you park? And I go, right in front. What do you mean? I said, that's my expectation. She's like, what are you talking about? I said, I expected to find parking. So right when you got off the phone, I told myself I wasn't going to operate off of your limitations. You said I couldn't find parking. I told myself, and I proclaimed it and uttered it out of my own mouth to believe that no matter what, I was going to find parking. And boom, I found parking right away. And that's something really simple. That's something really small. You know, so if you feel like you can't do something, begin to tell yourself that you can. Begin to find reasons and possibilities. Begin to find answers and reasons and positivity and saying, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do that. Hey, I've never read a full book if it wasn't required in school, Julio. Okay. All right. So pick up a book that you're interested in and begin to tell yourself, yeah, I might not read this book in one day, but I could read a page. I could read a chapter. If I sit here and take an hour out of my day, you know, or cut 20 minutes out of my day, whatever the case is, stop telling yourself that you can't do something. You know, in my opinion, the enemy, he's not after your finances. He's not after your emotions. You know, he's not after any of those things. He's after your mind and how you think and how you process on a day-to-day basis. If he can get your mind, he can affect your entire body. That's a reality. That's a reality because we don't function without this right here. We don't function without our thought process. We don't function without what's going on in this mind of our own, you know? So make sure that the right things are taking place up here so the right things can take place out here in the external. You know, have those difficult, I speak about it all the times. You know, stop having the, not stop, but rather have difficult conversations with yourself and begin to tell yourself positive things. Begin to shower yourself and wash yourself with positivity. Begin to tell yourself that you can do all things no matter what you face. The limitations that you're facing on a day-to-day basis are ones that you're deriving from conversations, or the one that you're deriving from the limitations that other people put on you, the restrictions that other people said that you could and could not do. I refuse to operate off of that. No longer will I operate off of what somebody else says I can and cannot do, but I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's my perception. That is my capabilities. If he says that I can do anything, who the hell am I to say that I can? And he made me. That's how I look at it, plain and simple. Who am I to say that I can't do something? If somebody, in other words, if there's a road that's already paved for you, it's already paved right in front of you, and you have legs, are you going to crawl to that destination because somebody told you that you can only get there through crawling? If you have legs to walk, to run, to sprint, whatever, why would you crawl to that destination? You don't have to. More or less, that's how restriction operates in our mind. That's how restriction operates in our day-to-day, in our processing. You know, we tell ourselves that we have to crawl to this destination, when the one who created us said, no, you can run, you can walk, you can sprint, you can get there a lot faster. All you got to do is get up. But so many people are operating and functioning in limitations that you weren't created to operate off of that limitation. So don't accept it. Don't accept those limitations, but take the limits off of yourself. Understand that you are more than capable, more than a conqueror. You're more than capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Just set your mind and do it. Much love, guys. Go ahead, Scott. You wanted to say something. I see you, brother.
Yeah, I'm just what you saying that. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me when I say it sometimes, but you can take it as this way too. We're not zombies. So you know, get up and take the action. We know our potential, so get up and take the action to move. And then when you think about it another way too, guys, we're not a scarecrow. We just don't sit in the field, in the middle of the field, and just let you know the crows just come and feed on us. No, we're out to educate others, feed others information to help them along with their life too. That's why, you know, I don't care how old you are, everybody needs that mentorship or that coaching. And you and Thomas both inspire me each and every day. You know, and like that scarecrow says, you know, and like I've said before, and like many of us have said, we are a computer system, man. This up here is a unique computer. Every one of us have a different one. That scarecrow might not have that computer. That scarecrow might not have that heart. But you had that passion, you had that heart, you had that potential. You don't want to go 6 foot underground, man, and leave that all here. Are you going to be known as a legacy when you leave? What are you going to be known for? So, you know, we're not that scarecrow. We have that brain. Put it to use. Put that potential to use. You know what your sole purpose is. You know what you are really capable of. So don't fear it. You know, leap. Take that leap, man. You know, parachute on out there. You know, take it, and remember, you know, we're not that scarecrow. We're not that zombie. Take that action and use it. Use that unique computer to know that you can prosper, and there's someone out there to give you that helping hand. If you fear getting there, just reach out. Don't never fear asking someone for help. Don't never fear to think that you are asking that wrong question, because no question is a wrong question. No question is a dumb question. Every question is going to have that answer. It may not sometimes be the answer you're looking for, but it'll lead to the answer that you are looking for. So you just use that unique computer and just get up and take action for yourself. Because like I said, you're not a zombie and you're not a scarecrow. We're not out there to be fed on. We're out there to educate others and have that passion to help others reach their passion, reach their dream, and get to where they want to, guys. So don't let the scarecrow feed on you, like I'm saying, but you feed information to others. We're all brothers and sisters out there. So let's give each other a helping hand, guys.
That's it. Thank you for that message. No scarecrows, no zombies in this house. We got people who are moving and shaking and shifting life. Go ahead, Julio.
Thomas, him just saying scarecrow. Now, everybody's seen The Wizard of Oz in here, have they not? The original, not no nude school one, the one that came out not too long ago on ABC, the remake and all this other stuff. I'm not talking about Oz or The Wiz. No, I'm talking about The Wizard of Oz, the original old school movie. We all saw that, right? I seen a post the other day, and it had two images. It had an image of a ferocious lion. And this was a negative post that I seen the other day. But I started laughing when I seen it. And when you talked about being a scarecrow and things of that nature, it brought to mind. So there's two images, an image of a very ferocious lion, and just beneath it, it had the image of the cowardly lion. And it was a negative post, and it was referenced to something had to do with court or whatever. But when I read it, I received the message that was behind it, and I flipped it in a positive sense. So a lot of people, we're supposed to approach life like we're a ferocious lion. We're going to take this life and take these things by storm because the capabilities are already in us. Like I said, we just limit ourselves, okay, based off of other people adopting these mentalities and so forth. You know, we're supposed to be that ferocious lion, yet when we approach difficulty or when we approach challenges or we approach, you know, all these different hurdles in our life, we approach things from that cowardly lion perspective. You know, what was the message behind the ending of the movie? What did the I guess, you know, Glinda, the good witch, what did she tell Dorothy? She said, oh, well, all you had to do was clap your feet to say, you know, you could have been home a long time ago. And she looks at her like, what do you mean I could have been home a long time ago? Yeah, all you had to do was clap your feet together. Plain and simple. That's the message of the movie. So in other words, you're more than capable of doing anything. Stop operating off of restrictions. Those restrictions only are going to hold you in that state of being at a standstill. And if you're at a standstill, guess what? In today's day and age, you're being left behind, people. So you're more than capable to get to the destination. It's about you. Do you have the willingness? Do you have the capabilities? Yes, it's there. All you have to do is do it, man.
Make a choice. That's the one thing that puts us different from everything else on this earth, is we have the choices, the choice to be able to do something different within our life. Yes, go ahead, Brother JJ.
Hey guys, good morning. Hey, I had to say, I don't only have one short thing to say today about what you just said, Julio, because it made me think of the meme that's come out on Facebook and such, where it shows a mirror, and in this mirror is a big old lion, a big old roar lion, right? And then looking in the mirror is a little baby kitty. And that little baby kitty's looking in the mirror, and what he sees is a big old bad old lion, right? You know, and that's what you need to do. You know, if you really want to shift yourself, you really want to shift your life, you got it. It's how you think. You know, that's the biggest part of being here in this meeting every morning, is what it does to the way we think. I would venture to bet that everybody that's been coming in here for a period of time is no different than me, in that their thought processes, the way they handle things, the way they think about things, the way they think about themselves, the way they think about people around them, the way they think about the circumstances that they run into on a daily basis. My bet is that every single one of us has had a change of thought process from being here. I know for me, it's been a huge change, just the way I handle things, from a problem, from a bad cut on a tile job to, messing something up, to just doing the wrong thing. It's amazing how much differently I handle things now. And so I'm really grateful for that. And, you know, the whole thought process of seeing that big old bad old lion when you're just a little kitty. I love it. You know, that's just good stuff. So anyway, love you kids, and, be the lion. Be the lion. You ain't no kitty. You're a big old bad old lion. So act like it, think it, and it will be it.
That's right.
Because it's what you see, what you feel. You know, that's what I said the other day, or not too long ago. I was talking about clothing. You go to the store, you don't just buy something and throw it on. Oh, this will work. No. When you go in to go do an interview at a job, you're going to put on something that makes you feel good, something that makes you feel powerful, right? Something that makes you feel like, all right, I'm here. I'm supposed to be here. Ha, I'm Thomas Warden. I'm here today. My name is Thomas Warden. How are you? I'm here to take that job. Take that job. Yeah, you had something. Nobody else is going to have it after I leave today because you're going to hire me on the spot. That's the confidence I put within myself. What confidence are you putting to you on the things that you're wanting to go towards today? What energy and what passions or what desires, are you putting towards those desires? Get up with passion every day. Get up knowing that you have another day to live this life. We'll never get it all right. We'll never get it all wrong. We'll never get it completed. Because I promise you, once you finish one dream, another one's going to come right behind it. Because you're steadily evolving, like Julio said a minute ago. This world is evolving. Are you? Don't get left behind. If you want something different in life, go for it. If you want the same old dull drum day, then stay where you're at. Or go get a regular jobby job. Then you will see it's the same old, right? I needed something different, so I had to shift my life. So I shifted my energy and my time that I was putting to somebody else. I was having a good time in that career, yes. But yet when I seen that I can put that same amount of hours to me and start investing within me and self-develop within me and go take these courses and then that's all development for me. Wow. I don't have to wait for a corporation to say, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for this position. We're going to send you to this training. No, I get to go sit in what trainings I want to what I need to work on. So if I need to work on my financial side, guess what? I went and sat in a course to where I can figure out how to work my financials better with people who do it for a living. Now they're helping me work with my stuff. I needed a part in some other parts of my area of my life. So I went and sat with people and got training and guidance. So everybody, you don't even know it. For those of y'all who go to church or you believe in God and Holy Spirits and the Holy Ghost and whatever you look like, you go to that preacher, he's going for self-development. Are you not when you're going to speak to him one-on-one? You're going for some kind of spiritual self-development to talk to him because you're having some kind of problems within your life. If you're having a problem within your mental state within your head, what are you going to do? And you're going to see a therapist to get you back straight within your life or to get you back in alignment within you, right? So I learned how to walk within me. I learned when I was in that darkness that I could walk within inside of me and I could figure out the parts that ails me. And this is a computer system up here. And this is a functional system right here that works awesomely on a day-to-day basis. And I get up every day saying, thank you that these bloods is running through these veins. And I get up every day saying, thank you that this heart is beating on a day-to-day basis. And that this cup overflows with love that I keep filling it with. Because I found out my life has been more abundant as I started filling it with love from everywhere else as well. And not just trying to live my own little universe. Once I started giving out my love, my universe got bigger. Now I see this universe here. I see the universe one around the earth. I see the one or two or three out there, and I see them all. Why? Because I got in tune with me. I got in tune with the source energy that created me. And once I got in tune with that source energy that created me and I knew that I had the power within me to be able to touch lives, I knew I had to shift my direction of where I needed to go. The words that I needed to speak and the people I needed to talk to. The ones that I needed to surround myself with. Not those that I thought were my friends, but the ones that I found that were my true friends that nourish me, inspire me, and lift me up every day. Even on the days that I'm down, they're bringing the positive side to it when I want to throw a negative. They say, you can't throw a negative. I know I can't, but dadgummit, tried to feel good for a second. But yet, when I was feeling bad with this energy of this sinus and this pollen and everything like that, not feeling good at all within the body. But what did I do? I still got up every day and I got dressed and I showed up and I made something happen within my life. So do what you have to do, even on the days that that body doesn't feel good. Go get some good nourishment in it, get some good hydration in it. Quit doing some of the bad habits that's not making this body feel good. The late night with the whiskey bottle, it's not going to feel good the next day. I've been there. It doesn't feel good. So remove yourself from some things, shift some habits. If you want something new within your life, that's the way we did it. That's the way every one of us in here has shifted our life because we shifted habits. It's a good day to have a good day, guys. All right. We're going to go ahead.
It's a great day. Thomas, I think another thing that's important that I've discovered and I've shared this not with these specific words, and we've talked about it a fair amount of times, is we can get to a plateau, you know. It's like, you know, you're introducing your body to something new, and your body would be like, oh, wow, oh, this is awesome, this is amazing. 2 months ago down, 3 months ago down, and then your body plateaus out of nowhere, you know, and then it doesn't have the exact same effects as it once originally did, you know. And I say that to say that there's levels to this, you know. There's levels to spirituality, there's levels to business, there's levels to anything and everything we're talking about here this morning. You know, we all get to a certain plateau. So understand, when you get there, all right, now it's time to step it up. You get to that level, then it's time to step it up a bit further. You get to that level, it's time to step it up a bit further. You know, you get with each and every different levels, you have to increase something that's in you. You know, you have to increase something. You have to take yourself out of the norm and make an adjustment. And then you get to a point. You know, I look at it like this. I've heard a lot of, I listen to a lot of ministers, you know, on YouTube and just a variety of different things. And they reference it. You know, they say with every new level, there's a different devil. You know, they talk about it like that. You know, so whether it be spirituality or whether it be business or whether it be, you know, you want to continuously be trying to readjust yourself. You don't always want to be, and what we talk about it as is here a lot of times is being in that comfort zone. You know, you're going to get to a spot where you're like, all right, you've defeated all your challenges and all the hurdles and you got past that stuff. And now you're somewhere else where you're not, and you're in a foreign territory. And then you get to a spot where that foreign territory becomes familiar to you. So when you get to a point of familiarity, then you know, okay, all right, now it's time to step it up again. Now it's time to get to another level. You know, you don't ever want to be in that comfort zone, because operating in comfort, you know you're only going to get to a certain point. So every time you decide to step out your comfort zone, you're going to grow a little bit more. You know, if you think about any form of life, you know, in the ground, a seed, you know, it has to fight through the dirt. It has to fight. And of course, it needs nourishment. So if you think about that, those forms of nourishment being us developing ourselves, us taking the time to read, you know, us stepping away from Netflix, from YouTube or from whatever, or, you know, I mean, you sit there and you're watching this, you're watching that, and soap operas, whatever the case is. You want to take yourself out of that comfort, out of that norm, to step it up for yourself so you can continue to gain ground. You can continue to have that increase within yourself. You know, get out of your comfort zone on a daily basis and grow. You know, that plant, you know, it needs water, it needs sun, it needs all of those things. So make sure that you're giving yourself what you need in order to nourish yourself, in order to break ground, you know, and sprout like something growing. Because what are we doing here? We're growing every single day. If you are the same person today that you are 10 years from now, then I have to ask you, what the heck have you been doing with yourself? What have you been doing with your life? You know, I don't want to be the same person today that I was yesterday. You can give me all the praise and all the glory. Hey, Julio, you're a great man, and all of these things. Yeah, it's not enough for me. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the kudos. You know, you could pat me on the back. I'm not going to pat myself on the back. No, because I know I want more. I'm going to step it up a little bit further. I'm going to step it up a little bit more. You know, every single day you have to approach life like that. You know, be better than you were yesterday. And tomorrow, when that day comes, hope that you'll be better than yesterday. It's the same thing over and over again. Continue to fight for that and gain ground. And you know what? Like Thomas was just saying, we're not going to be perfect in this. We're not. You might fall, you might trip, you might stumble. That's inevitable. Why? Because we are human. You know, we are human. And in our imperfections, it's okay. You know, we're sharpening each other every single day. We're growing every single day. So if you're growing no matter what. Whether it be a little tiny bit or whether you grew out of nowhere overnight. You had that like teenage sprout, you know, like what the heck? This kid gained 20 pounds and 4 inches, you know, in 1 year. How the hell did this kid go from 14 to 15 and he turned 6 feet tall out of nowhere? You know, he was 4 foot nothing, you know, now he looks like a bodybuilder, you know, a professional football player or something out of nowhere. It's like that in our lives, man. You know, you never know what's going to come, when it's going to come, but you got to keep going. Because by keep going, you're continuing to increase. You're continuing to enhance yourself. You're continuing to better yourself on a day-to-day basis. Don't give up, man. There's so much more that you're capable of doing. There's so much more potential that lies on the inside of you, man. You have greatness inside of you. Tap into it. You know, continue to strive for that on a day-to-day basis. Clap your heels like Dorothy, baby. You had it in you all the time.
Have y'all ever been to a forest and y'all see that the trees, did you ever see one stop growing when it got to a certain height? No. Them trees going to keep going until it hits that sunlight. It gets as tall as it can, as big as it can, because it's going to grab all the nourishment around it, all the water out of the ground that it can, and it's going to keep on going. We're not trees. So we have a universal that we could grow within too. Getting in touch with your universal side and the higher powers within you. And then guess what? You're limitless. No matter what you want to do, desire, create, be, or whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, I can remember a time in my life that I picked up a newspaper. I said, you know what? What do I want to do this time? Started going through the help wanted ads. Said, you know what? I did that. I'm home for 6 months. Let me try something different. I'm home for 6 months. Boom. Picked up another job. I just try something different within life. Why? Because it gave me a different knowledge. It gave me a different skill set. It gave me the understanding that no matter what I was doing within life, I could shift my energies to do something different and still accomplish and still provide for myself and still move forward with my energy and my knowledge that I'm giving to myself within life. So we're growing because we have choices, because we're evolving, because we are creatures of creativity. What are you creating and how do you want to create it? I want to see your story. I want to see your goals. I want you to write them down. I want everybody to have an aspiration for the next 6 years. The next 6 years, where do you see yourself? Me? I'm sitting on a sailboat, baby. Right? Because I have worked my ass off for 26 years to get to where the point to where now, the last 3 years, I'm building this empire, have done more within 3 years than I've done within 26 years of working. So now I got a clean slate and I'm ready to roll. So now my energy is focused on this next 6 years, and I want me a sailboat, 45-foot or 54-foot catamaran sailboat. That's my desire. Y'all may have different desires. The next 6 years, that puts me in my 50s. Perfect time to go ride around the world on a sailboat and still be able to live my life because my empire's continuously working for me every day, 24 hours a day. How in the hell could you not beat that? Right? So what are you building? How are you building it? Lay it out. Let's get it all out there for the world to understand where you're going. For the universe to know where you're going, not the world, but where you want you to go. Cool. It's been a good day to have a good day, guys. Go ahead, Scott.
I was just saying, if you're growing each and every day to reach your full potentials and turn them dreams into reality and all that, there's always going to be that little bit of uncomfortable, because you got to be that little bit uncomfortable just to be able to reach to that next level and continue to growing to get to where you want to get to, and don't ever worry about, like I was saying earlier, that fear. Just had the faith in the Almighty that it will steer you down the right path, and don't fear that. So I mean, you're always going to have that little bit of uncomfortable, but if you don't, you're not really testing yourself and growing to reach yourself to your full potential. So in order, like I've said before, you got to have that little bit of uncomfortable in order to be comfortable. So I mean, you got to work towards it. You know your true potential, you know your growth, and you're the only one that knows that true potential and that growth of yourself. Just reach out, just grab it. It's right there, one step in front of you. Just got to take that step out, reach for it, grab it.
That's it. Many times people, they go for something like Julio was saying, and about 3 months, 6 months into it, they start tapering off to what they were truly doing for their life, of shifting it, because they didn't see results or they didn't see the something in it. So they start tapering it off. They stop juicing. They stop going to the gym. And then all of a sudden they, back to the same old. You got to stay dedicated. Because how many years did somebody stay in prison because his brothers threw him in there, but yet he gets to come out and runs everything? Imagine that. How many years did many people walk this earth? Go ahead.
You're talking about the story of Joseph.
Yes, I am. So, but yet he stayed dedicated. He stayed faithful. He stayed moving towards, a higher power and understanding it. And then guess what? It all came to him because he stayed with that dedication and that faith. Stay dedicated to you guys. Stay dedicated to the higher power. understanding that there is more out there. You may not understand it. Bye-bye, Sherry. You may not understand it, and I'm not asking you to. Neither are they. All we're doing is asking you to understand your time-space reality of now and the happiness that you have within you and the energy that you can give out right now. Because this energy is what is moving this earth. Because when I walk outside barefooted in a minute and I get connected to this green grass out here that we have in South Texas, and I'm going to put my feet in this grass and I'm going to walk around and I'm going to say thank you for this meeting. And I'm going to say thank you for this day. And I'm going to say thank you for the safe travels and everything that I'm going to do and the people that I'm going to meet for the rest of the day. And then I'm going to get grounded with Mother Earth once again, just like I did before I walked in here. So now throughout the day, if you feel like you are getting disconnected in some shape, form, or fashion, pull them socks and shoes off. Go walk around in that grass. Go out there and get connected with Mother Earth. Get reconnected right quick and say thank you for this beautiful earth. Thank you for the heartbeat that you have given me. And thank you for this time-space reality that I have within this world. My life is not as bad that I think it is right now. And then you're going to go look in the mirror and you're going to say, you know what? It's going to be all right. No matter what situations happen today through me, through this life or around me. Thank you that you're giving me the courage, the power, the strength, and the will to be able to take care of everything that I am here to be put forth today. Thank you for giving me the strength and the knowledge to be able to know what I need to do to move forward in life. It's been a long day, guys. Y'all are very time is very valuable. I love and appreciate y'all. I know we can ramble on here sometimes, but it's okay because our messages, when they start coming, they come. And it's hard to stop them when they do. So anytime that you have messages or anything that's coming through you that you need to, and you're by yourself, remember you have a voice recorder on here. Record yourself. Give the messages back to yourself. And then that way you can give them back later. You can give them back in a YouTube form, and you can give them back into a Go Live form. You can give them back in a message form. It doesn't matter. If it comes through you, don't hold it. Make sure the world hears it as well. Give it back to everybody else because he is trying to talk to you through some shape, form, or fashion of what he's wanting you to do. He's putting you through these situations to make you stronger for the next stage, that next level that you're fixing to advance to. Because like Julio said a minute ago, you're working, and he's not going to move you or advance you to that next level until he feels that you're comfortable with everything that's going on and you're comfortable within you and your skin, and then he knows that you are going to be able to handle the next situation that's coming. So keep up that good energy. Keep up that good vibration. Keep up the good thoughts to you, saying I can and I will. Quit looking at everything saying, oh, that looks too hard. No, that looks like it could be fun. Change the words. Looks like it could be fun. And if you're having fun with it, it's going to be a good day. So, guys, I love y'all. Y'all have an awesome day. This has been a good one. And we will see y'all tomorrow morning. This is recorded on the Thomas Lee Warden YouTube channel. Y'all can catch it, subscribe there, and share out the messages. If y'all got something out of this today or something grabbed your heart, please let the world know. Grab this, share it out. Let people know exactly what they can do to shift their lives. Love y'all, guys.
Have a great day, kids. Love ya. See you tomorrow. Don't forget your hugs. Who do you?
Hey, stay hydrated.